This birthday party that was for your kid, right, over the weekend?
Actually, it was a family friend that my son was invited to.
Okay, all right. So what happened? Tell us what happened. I'd rather not go after the business here till we hear what's going on. But
Sure.
So it was a facility that handles birthday parties.
That's correct, yes.
Okay.
It was a local facility that handles birthday parties. The facility was supposed to open for regular business hours early in the morning at about 11 a.m.
Okay.
The birthday party was scheduled for 1:30.
All right.
We had gotten into the parking lot about 1:15, and we were met by an employee who was scheduled to work at 11 a.m. and was actually supposed to host our birthday party. And that employee had told us that the building was locked. The manager said they were not coming in and that they had been waiting for someone to try and come along to get into the building since 11 o'clock that morning.
Wow. What time was it at this point?
This time it was getting close to 1:30, so between 1:15 and 1:30.
Oh, so the party's ready to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's calling. I had called up the parent who was hosting the party, and she didn't believe me. She was like, yeah, right, and got into the parking lot and saw the employee standing there who said, don't bother unpacking, the gifts and the cake and all that because it's been closed.
Wow.
The employee had been waiting since 11.
And they couldn't, and they couldn't, no one could get in.
That's correct. The building had been locked.
Wow.
This happened, yesterday, this weekend?
Yep, yesterday.
Yesterday morning, okay.
So Sunday morning.
Afternoon.
And this is over in New Hartford.
That's correct.
Okay. Commercial Drive area.
Correct.
All right. So then what happens?
Some of the kids were rather upset. I mean, the kids are all ranging in age from anywhere from about 3 years old up to probably, I would say, 10.
Okay.
Some of the kids were upset. Another local business had seen what was going on. They kind of offered to take the kids in and provided them with some items while we were kind of all on our phones scrambling to figure something out.
Wow.
The parents had called another establishment to see if they could perhaps even
Squeeze
humor
you in.
hosting
Right,
the party
right.
last minute because it's now after 1:30 and everyone's standing there waiting.
Wow.
All right, I almost feel like this story, you have to tell us who it was because otherwise there's 4 or 5 of these type places and everybody's going to start thinking it was one that wasn't. And first of all, who helped? Who was the business that welcomed you guys in?
The business that did end up taking our party happened to be, the one that took the party or the one that took the kids while we were trying to figure out where to go?
Let's start with that one.
Okay, the one that took the kids as they realized there was an issue and everyone was kind of in the parking lot happened to be Party City.
Okay.
They were very gracious. The manager came out and said, you want to bring the kids in and we can give them a balloon. So I thought that was extremely, extremely above and beyond anything they needed to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely hats off to them for doing that while we were trying to scramble to make phone calls and figure out where we were going to go.
So
next.
this would be the gym, the trampoline place there next door.
Correct. That was where
Okay.
the party was supposed to be, was
Okay.
at the Rockin Jump.
Got it. Okay. So have you had any contact with people at management there at Rockin Jump?
At about 2:30, the family did get a call from, I believe, the corporate office stating that they were now open and were more than welcome to come and have the party at that point in time.
Wow.
But by then, we had already been at another venue. It was an hour after the fact.
Wow.
Where did you end up going, and who took care of you?
Actually, we ended up going to Chuck E. Cheese, who was also a gracious
Okay.
host.
All right.
They were able to take us, and they took really good care of us. So,
right.
Again, hats off to them. And also, the employee that sat there from 11 a.m. waiting to work until 1:30 when we got there, I mean, that, I think, goes above and beyond any employee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To sit there in the parking lot to tell us the unfortunate news.
Yeah, good.
That's a
good
tough
for
thing.
that person. Because
it was a young girl with her mother who sat there the entire time and,
Wow.
was like, we've been waiting here since 11. We can't get a hold of anybody. We've been trying to call. Nobody answers. So, I think that was above and beyond the call that this young girl did just to let us know instead of leaving us. But, there's a lot of questions that are raised. Where are the other employees? There's not one person that works there.
Yeah,
that's really weird.
Can I ask you, do you know any more of the explanation that was given by the corporate office?
I did hear from, I can't remember the lady's name. I ended up getting another phone call personally about another half hour to 45 minutes after that, and the lady had said that apparently the manager that was supposed to come in had a concussion. and she happened to be out of town, had no service, so she wasn't even aware of what was going on.
How do you have, I hate to say this, but how do you have no plan in place for, because there are, like, let's say a morning goes on and Andrew, who does the news for us, bright and early, Andrew gets sick.
Right.
We still have news.
Yeah.
we still plow forward.
Manaski sounds grumpy, but we still have news.
So
that's the biggest thing. You know, for those who've been to Rockin Jump, there's probably 20 employees. You have counter people. You have people at different stations. How is this the only girl that stayed there for 2.5 hours? And I hope to gosh that she, one, gets paid for it because she deserves it, but she should earn either a raise or a promotion because that's above and beyond what an hourly employee normally would do.
Or a key. Congratulations, you've now earned the key. Thank you so much. Wow.
She felt terrible because she was supposed to host, I don't know if it was our party or there was another party, but she said she was supposed to host a party at 1:30. I said, well, we're the 1:30 party.
Yeah.
And just to be clear, you never got nobody ever got a call warning that the place would be closed up before you got there?
I can see that, though, because if it's an emergency medical situation, let's say it is a concussion, it's not like on Friday that your manager's
are you kidding me?
How the other 10 employees or whatever number, how does that affect all of them?
No, right.
You know,
I'm not surprised that maybe necessarily this whoever was throwing the party didn't get a call. It sounds like everybody was scrambling because this guy no-showed to open the place.
But the person who was throwing the party got a call from you, right, Don?
Correct, yes, because I had gotten to the parking lot before they did, so I was the one who actually contacted them.
Wow. This is why kids don't deserve birthday parties. I'm going to tell you, they're too much on the parents. This is just a bunch of crap. All right, wow, that is crazy. And honestly, I didn't think about this until you got in the middle of it. Had we not given the name of the business, there would have been other places out there that people would have thought it was them, and that would be unfair to them. So
definitely.
Out here
and then, like I said, there were a lot of gracious businesses that were really extremely helpful and above and beyond what I could have imagined, and tried to make the kids as comfortable and deter from the situation that happened.
Well, that is a positive.
It wasn't expected.
That is a positive that you walk away from, right? Is that, number one, the Party City people were awesome and really trying to help out, and then the Chuck E. Cheese management was like, "Listen, we've got room. We'll make this happen for you." That's
absolutely.
That's all really, really big. So
absolutely, because in the end, it's about the kids.
But crazy, though, because you know what it's like. You got parents that are planning to drop off, and then they're going to go do something, and now they can't leave. I can't imagine the chaos that you guys were in the middle of on Sunday.
It was definitely chaos. And, I mean, they did offer to refund the deposit and give them a free birthday party at a time of their choice, which was good. But, all in all, where's the other employees, and why did it take so long? You opened at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, unless 10 employees had a concussion, it doesn't make sense.
Well, but I can again. I'm not trying to defend anybody. I'm just saying, with the other 10 employees, you're probably right. They're hourly. If I'm supposed to be in at 11 and it's almost 1 o'clock and the manager's still not in, I'm probably not hanging out. I do give credit to the employee who did.
I'm not right. Okay, so I guess we don't know if those other employees came and then left.
Right.
Correct. That I do not know.
Oh, okay. Well, then that would make sense. So the other employees show up, but the only one who has a key didn't show. Boy, that's
correct.
You got to have a plan beyond that, though. Sorry.
I would think so, especially with
there's got to be a
like that
backup plan. People do get sick. There are accidents. Things do happen. You got to have a backup. So, all right, Don. Thank you. Very interesting. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Phil. Have a good day.
You too.